Shell, Rich Music, right? But there was an artist that was going to be there, and we had a little bit of like a falling out in the past, right? But I still got respect and a lot of love for that artist, right? But we both, like, you know, it's a little bad blood there, but she was showing me that, oh, you're going to be there, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know, but then, and it was the fear in it, right? Like, I don't want to know what's going to really happen, like, you know, what's really going to happen at the show, and then I'm like, you know what? Forget it. It's for her. It's about the shows. You never know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna go show my music, show out for her and everything. And then I did my stuff. He did his stuff. We linked. We started talking. He's like, yo, I'm gonna be doing an album. Yo, you should hop on it. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be doing an album too. I want you to hop on it. And then from there we just started clicking and been doing this music so far. Yeah. And then he brought me out to here. I met you. Met cameraman over there. Yo. Oh, yeah. And then it was just like, it's just, you can't let fear hold you back, because if you let fear hold you back, there's something, a part in your mind that's saying no, and if you listen to that, you never know what's going to happen. You go instead of going this way, you go this way, and then something else could have happened. It's a butterfly effect, right? Yeah. And then touching with lyrics, I did write one song where I talked about literally going to my mom's house. The first time I got started writing music and actually going to the studio, I'm like, yo, Mom, I went to her house. I'm like, Mom, please pray for me that certain things don't happen to me in the music industry, in the game that's going on. And she's like, I will pray for you day in and day out, because that's one of the toughest things to do in life, especially to be a performer, because you're giving yourself to everyone. Exactly. Right? Yeah. When you have a 9 to 5, you have your 9 to 5. You have your house. You have your girl. You have your wife. You have your kids. But if you're in a certain industry, a certain aspect of life, you're doing certain things. You're giving yourself to the world. Yeah. And people that are part of this music, they were born not for one person. Maybe a very selfish thing to say that, but it's not selfish at the same time, because we were born to help people. Yeah. That's why. Reach out there. You know, that's why certain artists that are really good die. Like, Tupac was a he was GOAT, and he has, you know, it's funny, he has a Peruvian name too, right? Yeah. Like, Tupac Amaru is it's from Peruvian culture. I'm half Peruvian, so it's just like, yo, there's that weird connection. It's like, you're connected to that person's art, but even like, yo, it's like culturally, they take something from you, you're like, what? Yeah. So like, it's people that we're supposed that are really good at it sometimes may die young, but they're to bring in the new generation that are supposed to be just like them, or maybe better, or maybe just a little bit under them, but they still have a message to show. They're about, man. It's all about the inspiration and the things that you go on with life, and you show people. I respect that, man. And like, shit, I work with kids too, right? Like that's my daytime thing, and like I said, even the questions that I do ask, yes, they're for myself, but it's almost universal, right? Like I said, a lot of these lessons that we have here each night with the different artists, or even yourselves, is like I said, it transcends, right? Somebody's listening, somebody's thinking. You know what? I don't care if it's 14 plays. I don't care if 3 of those are a robot, whatever, right? Somebody, you know what I mean? But like, that's the thing. Somebody, he's hearing the right things. Yeah. I mean, like right now, even like I said, I'm hearing the right things for myself, so I know I'm on the right path. Right?
I look at it too, cause like I'll tell the honest truth, bro. Like the most attention that I've got as a solo artist has been like one video that got like 8,000, 9,000 views on YouTube. But regularly, like if I just drop something, especially without promoting it, bro, I don't get that much attention online, bro. So it'll be like a good 30, 40 something listens on SoundCloud. But I literally just last night just got to realizing how important it is, regardless of how many views or whatnot you have, because even some of the stats that I can't even track, I don't even know how many people are really secretly listening to the music. But somebody showed me that, yo, legit, they're going through some shit, and that the music is what kept them going, Island Smiles, what made them want to wake up every morning and smile, just be happy, even though they're going through so much BS in life. But it's just so surreal to even hear that, because I'm here thinking that, yo, bro, I'm going hard, but it's not reaching people, because I'm looking at the views and I'm like, shoot, it's at the same thing as yesterday. Shit. Alright, cool. I need to figure out how to make some hotter music or whatever. How can I step up? How can I get this out? How can it reach people? But then also, see, I get you on that point though, Jay.
because I think about it all the time. But then with my stuff, but then I'm like, what if that person's playing the track and showing people, but they're not showing the name because they want to hide you for themselves. Be like, yo, this is something
it's a different artist, right? And that's the thing, like, because even I've had that issue with even like closer family members. I'm like, you're always welcome to the shows. You're always welcome, and like I think the most important time is to reach now while it's accessible, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm not saying it won't be accessible in the future, but I want you to go far. I want you to go far, and I want to go far.
Yeah.
And I can see that, and I don't think at that point it's not always the best idea just to bring people for the sake of it. You know what I mean? Like it's people that can kind of like contribute, help your psyche, and be like, hey, yo, oh no, we went a little hard last night. Maybe take it easy. Let's do a performance. Let's get the hell out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm always about people that can help you go forward to where you're going to. Like, you know what I mean? Like anybody that serves as an anchor in your life, somebody that's holding you back from the destination. Like honestly, like we don't have enough time for us to be like dilly-dallying and like chilling, and like we got life to live. We don't know when our clock is up, bro. So like honestly, if you have passions, dreams, aspirations, something that you want to go for, like yo, pick up and go. Yeah, just pick up the people that are ready to go with you and just start moving. And as you start moving, other people that see what you're doing and believe in what you're doing will start moving with you. You don't even have to ask them.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the energy that I'm just moving with right now, bro.
Well, we're on that same wave.
I'm telling you, bro.
So we're nearing the end of our Gocho talk here.
And
but
my beer too.
And the beer. So I guess one question for both of you. You can answer, obviously individually.
I'll let you get that first.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
We've been covering a lot of topics here. I want to stick towards inspiration. Like how do you inspire somebody in the dark of times? Like what do you say to yourself to get yourself out there to somebody? Just convey that message, as we said. What's that thing like that you go to that you say to yourself?
Well, see, personally, I'm 22. I'm going to be 23 this August, right? And I was blessed through God with a daughter, right? Before turning 22. At 22, I had a daughter. She was like 2 months old, right? So that is one thing that really keeps me going now. Before that, it was mixed match things. I wasn't sure, right? Because I had came up with the name KOE, which means knowledge over everything. I tried to prevail that a lot, but sometimes I dilly-dad on other things, like doing certain other things in the rap industry. But I really try and prevail messages to people that know, like, go and just move on, because you continue to sit there and be angry or be in the dark about something, you're holding yourself back from the gifts and the true passion that could be given to you from God.
It's true still. For me, it's more
Thank you
like
for that, by the way.
definitely knowledge over everything. That's cold, baby. That's cold. But for me it's more like I'm not gonna lie, yo. I'm like average human beings, normal human beings. I'm like same thing as Cole. I'm not above nobody, yo. So when people say that they lose faith, like sometimes I feel that way too, yo. But for me, like I put messages in my music, not only like just as for people to hear, but like sometimes it's an honest reminder to myself, yo.
Yeah.
Like even when I'm performing these things, like I have to believe it to deliver it a certain way, and like if I don't believe it, then like people are gonna see it like in the crowd, like you know what I mean, like. So it helps that I put stuff in there, like for example, like I say, you don't have to be prepared when they come around, because when things is looking up, they try to bring you down, but the tallest building started from the ground. I'm about to disappear, hold me down. It's just like, like that's the motivation, but at the same time, at the end, I leave a note there that like, like I'm just like y'all, like shit just goes out and I have to go ghost, but while I go ghost, y'all hold me down, because I'll be back, and I'll be back stronger than I ever been, like a Super Saiyan.
Nice. Love it. So, very good talk here. Honestly, gentlemen, like, thank you for coming out, man. Oh, very wise man. Yes, thank you, man. Yeah, that's just it. Shout out to the cameraman. And honestly, thank you. Thank you for helping me on this path and like discover different things and honestly get through this shit, because it's not easy, and your voice sometimes to yourself is not always gonna push you through, and I think that's one thing I've had to be at least real with myself. And I'm like, yo, I still gotta keep going out there, still gotta share those resources and see what comes from it.
Yeah.
And every Monday I wake up, I'm like, no, I'm gonna sleep more. Yeah. And I was even thinking about it too. I'm like, because last night I was DJing until almost like 3-4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Not for work, just on my own leisure to practice.
Sure.
And I remember just being like, waking up this morning, I'm like, holy shit, no, why did I do that? I'm like, let's just go. You know, you have the different things, you know, like your roommate's helping you out, he's giving you the car while he's gone to, like, he was in Japan, so I'm like, just go with it, you know what I mean? Go with it, take care of it, be safe, but
Get up
like,
and go.
Exactly, just go, man, you've got the things to do it. So once again, gentlemen, thank you again for holding it down, and we'll check you out soon. Do we want to do our last minute plugs? How do we find you both?
Well, me on social media, you find me on Instagram, JAYRichTO, Twitter at JRichTO. That time you don't spell out the J, it's just the J itself. And if you want to go on Facebook, check out the page J-Rich Music. And yeah, man, we're just cooking up for 2017. As I said, Co's in the building, and we got Sav season on the way. No delay.
Yeah, how about you, Cole?
You can on Instagram, social media. On Instagram, you can find me at NSEKOE official. On Twitter is that at NSEKOE. And I have my YouTube is NSEKOE. It's just straight. I keep it straight with my record label and my name. That's all it is, straight across the board. So just search up NSEKOE and you'll find me on anything.
That's good stuff. So those are things that we want to keep in the lookout for, folks. And once again, this has been a Gocho Talks. We're out.
Sav season.